Fortnite Season 3 is officially here, and this is exactly how you guys can reach Unreal rank faster than anybody else and be some of the first people to hit Unreal. Obviously, ranks have just reset, so you guys are all back in bronze, unfortunately. So now I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get back into Unreal and get on that ranked leaderboard if you guys are going to be grinding ranked all season. Real quick before I get into this video though, I'm actually trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of summertime. We just hit 40,000, so thank you all so much for that. We are 10,000 subs away now, and we still have around 2 months left. So you guys want to help me reach 50k, just sub up to the channel and turn on notifications. If you guys want to support me even more, especially when buying the new season's battle pass, please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. It is the best way to support me. It really does help me out a lot more than you guys think. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video. All right, so starting off with, this is something you guys should all know by now, and it is by far the easiest way to reach Unreal. It is making sure that you are playing squads. If you guys need an actual squad to play with, especially on the first day of the new season coming out, comment down below looking for squad. Just say simple things about yourself, like what region you play on, since you obviously want to play with people that are on the same region as you. Comment down below if you play on a console or a PC as well, and just simple things about you to try to be able to find some other teammates to play with. Playing squads is by far the best way to rank up fast in Fortnite, if you guys didn't know, because you are able to rack up the most amount of eliminations. Another thing is you guys want to make sure you are having a very good first game, because your first game actually determines what rank you're going to start off in. So say you like die off spawn your first game, you're going to have to start in bronze, but if you have a very good first game, you can start as high as, I'm pretty sure, like platinum 2. So make sure you guys are fully locked in for your first game and you guys are trying as hard as possible. Next up is drop spot. Now drop spot is a very controversial thing in my opinion, because a lot of people obviously just say go hot drop every single time, or just go to whatever the most populated POI is and then just fight everybody off spawn there. But that doesn't really take into account that what if you guys are not a very good fighting team? Like if you guys are not a good fighting team, and I don't really know what POIs are going to be in the game yet. I'm actually recording this video before the new season comes out, but whatever the biggest POI is next season, if you're not a very good fighting team and you're landing there every single game, you are literally just going to be de-ranking all the time. Like if you're just dying off spawn, you're not helping yourself at all to rank up faster. Obviously, if you're trying to become like a better fighter or a more confident player, definitely landing hop drop or whatever the most popular place is. Like I remember last season it was Grim Gate, obviously, and that's where just everybody would go. So if you're trying to get better at fighting off spawn, then definitely just land at the most populated place. But if you want to rank up fast and you're not a very good fighting team, then I'd recommend going somewhere maybe a little bit more low-key, and a place where you can like fully loot up, and a place where your whole squad knows how to loot. So if you guys do get contested, then you will be able to actually win the off spawn fight, and you won't just be losing rank because you're dying off spawn. And then after you have got looted up more, then you guys can fight more teams, and especially if you have full loot, you'll be able to just take the fights better. A lot of you guys are probably commenting right now like, oh, what if I can't find a squad? What if I have to play as a solo and just things like that? And well, I would leave solos to like a last destination type of thing. Like I would only play solos if I'm trying to get better. Solos is the worst way to rank up. It is the hardest competition because every single good player is basically just playing solos. Like most of them aren't playing like in full squads. And another little like secret thing is Fortnite is normally not able to fully fill out full squads and trios of teams. So sometimes you will get bot squads and bot trios that you run into, but in solos you're never going to run into a bot because someone will always be queuing solos at the end of the day. And another thing, I see a lot of people just wanting to get carried, and that is not going to actually make you rank up faster. If you didn't know, the way that rank is actually measured is by how many eliminations you get yourself, like personally, as well as how long you stay alive as a team. So say your team gets like a 20 elimination win and you only had one of the kills, you are actually going to rank up less than your teammate that say got like 10 kills that game. So you also have to be putting in work for your team. You can't just be sitting back and playing with like people better than you and getting carried and expect to make Unreal. Obviously eventually you will be able to, but it is just going to take a lot more time than doing something yourself and actually trying in the games. Playing duos can actually work for that as well. I'm pretty sure you might actually get more points in duos from eliminations than you do in squads. Actually, the way that the rank system works is you get more points for like the smaller team game mode you play. So obviously you do get the most amount of points from solos. So I mean, if you're a very good solo player and you can get a lot of eliminations in solos, then obviously playing solos is the best thing to do. But for me personally, and I feel like if you're watching more of a guide video on how to reach Unreal fast, I'm not like trying to hate or anything here, but a lot of you guys probably are not the best solo players. That is the only reason why I would recommend just playing more squad games. I know a lot of other tips on YouTube do just say to play solos, but I'm just trying to be a little bit more realistic here, because solos is by far the hardest mode, and it's also the most frustrating mode. And so I mean, at the end of the day, you are just kind of playing for fun. And I mean, I'm not trying to make you guys go through the torture of having to play solo ranked and just be de-ranking the whole time and not really helping you at all. But the way that it works is it goes solos gives you the most points, duos gives you the second most, trios gives you the third most, and then squads give you the least. The way that it actually splits up your rank is based on how many teammates you have. So obviously if you have 4 people in your squad, you're going to get 25% of however much you rank up. If you're playing solos, you get the full thing. If you're playing duos, you get half, and if you're playing trios, you get 33%. All right, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna give you guys some fighting tips as well, because I feel like fighting tips is definitely some of the most helpful information I can give you in this whole video, because that is what is actually going to help you improve as a player, and not only just be able to flex that you're in Unreal, but also show that you have got better fighting skills now than you did have before. The first thing I'd recommend is just by watching pros that you feel like you have a similar skill set to. So for me personally, I play on controller, so there is no reason why I should be watching Peerbot play and try to copy his play style. I should be watching more of a slower paced controller player, maybe somebody like Okis, or just another good controller player, maybe like Miro, and just see how they play and how I can emulate that into my own gameplay. Another thing is making sure you are playing the right maps to practice on. None of this stuff is sponsored. None of this stuff is my maps. I'm not here to like money grab you. I'm literally just telling you guys what information I think is the best that you should be using for your own gameplay. The maps that I recommend that you play the most is definitely speed realistic 1v1s and peace control. The reason why I'd recommend these two maps is because those are just the most real in-game situations you are going to get. Is from the peace control 1v1 map and speed realistics. Specifically speed realistics more in general I feel like is better, but a lot of people do just build to max height in there. And if you look at the actual fights that you do end up taking in game, a lot of them are more of just box fights. So box fights is a very viable option as well. But I feel like peace control is just a little bit more realistic, and it is a lot more fast paced. And especially like in real in-game scenarios, you don't really have all that time from box fights. But when you're playing more peace control 1v1s, they often do go by more fast paced, and they are a lot more real game simulated. I wouldn't recommend playing anything like 1v1 build fights unless you're just trying to like warm up your builds. But then again, I feel like that is kind of useless because no one's really like cranking 90s and building anymore. It's more of just playing boxes. So learning how to actually box fight fast and being able to box fight good as well is very important. All right, now for the final bit of advice I have for you guys is don't just clip something whenever you like hit a nice clip. Clip stuff every time you die instead, and then watch those clips back, study them, and see what you could do to be able to stay alive next time. Obviously, you guys know that pros are bot reviewing their own gameplay pretty much more than they do anybody else's. So I don't know why there is not a reason why you yourself can't actually clip every single time you die in a solo ranked game, and then go back and watch, see what you did wrong, take notes of it, and then try to improve it for the next fight. Because the only way that you're going to be able to improve is by admitting that you have made a mistake before, and you will be able to improve better in the future. Good luck to everyone that is going to be grinding to Unreal this season. I hope you guys are all able to hit it. Come back to this video once you guys do hit Unreal, because I do believe in all you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Remember, we're trying to hit 50K as soon as possible. Use code KIDDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. I truly do love and appreciate everyone for all the support recently, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.